In the last section, we got started with our text input here, and we imported it, tossed a style on it, and just verified that, yep, we can type something in the simulator if we want to. One thing that's kind of been bugging me here from the last section is we're not using this view tag anymore on our import for React Native, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm just going to kill that view tag because we're not using it. Okay, everything's no more red on the screen. Can't stand the red. Whew, all right, so we need to focus on making sure that we can somehow receive text from the user with this text input. Now, yes, right now we can type into this thing, but how do we actually get access to the text inside of this text input, right? From inside of our input, how do we pull some text out of that text input? That's the goal of what we want to do. That's the goal of this section. We're going to figure out how to receive text from that text input. So I got to tell you right now, this is definitely one of the really weird parts of React and React Native. So the plan here, how we're going to tackle this, we're going to toss up a bunch of code on the screen, and then we're going to talk about exactly how it works. Okay, so we're going to do this in kind of the reverse order of normal. We're going to toss the code up on the screen and then figure out how it works. So we're going to do a little bit of typing without quite knowing what's going on. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some state to my component. Remember, state is what we use to deal with feedback from the user or react to user events in some fashion. I'm going to initialize my state object to have a single property of text. And the single property of text will start off as an empty string. Next, inside of my text input, I'm going to add another prop in here. And again, I guarantee you we're going to come back and discuss how this stuff is working. I'm going to add on another prop of onChange text. And then to this prop right here, we'll pass a fat arrow function. It's going to be called with one argument, which is going to be the text. And as soon as this thing is called, we're going to set our state with that text. Keep in mind here that I'm going to use the condensed ES6 syntax for this object right here. So I have just text, but that will get expanded to look like so. So I'm setting the property text with the text that this function got called with. All right, now one last weird thing, and then I promise you we're going to talk about what's going on. I'm going to add on another prop here of value, and I'm going to set it equal to this.state.text. Okay, so all right, a couple changes, 3 changes in total. I added in state. I added in an onChange text callback here. And I also added in a prop of value that we passed to the text input. So I'm now going to refresh my simulator and let's just see, hey, is anything different? Did anything change here? And well, okay, I mean, it looks completely identical. What the heck is different, right? What is different about what we just did? It sure feels like something's different, but what did we actually do? Let's take a quick break and then come back and discuss exactly the purpose of using state with this text input here.